In this video today, we'll learn about why orcas need a whale's tongue, and why other animals are used to play, and how to storm the beaches, and who has a chance to beat the king of the oceans. I think I have an explanation for what orcas are. They are huge, black and white, predatory, intelligent and hugely powerful. To understand how strong orca whales are, it is enough to say that they have a well-thought-out plan for each hunt. Depending on the type of future dinner, orcas choose and they always hunt in certain strategic groups. For example, they need to confuse a shark to eat it. As for small fish, they make air bubbles around them, and when it comes to whales, it's best to see with your own eyes. The attack follows a brutal scheme. But in practice, orcas take turns ramming, biting, and pulling the whale from the pectoral fins. As an important rule, drain their prey no matter what size. Imagine that you are being bitten by a group of medium-sized dogs and at the same time trying to drown you. Yes, orcas block the whale's breathing hole, and after a hunt that can last for hours, the exhausted giant drowns. Of course, whales come in various ways to defend themselves, but some of them, especially the young ones, are not much bigger than the orcas themselves. But what about the blue whale, said to be the largest creature on our planet? It weighs more than 190 tons, and now think about it. Many orcas with sharp teeth have turned a whale into pieces that fly in the air. Well, even the giant blue whale prefers not to mess with orca whales. But the most common prey for killer whales are baby humpback whales. And because orca whales are very gourmet, humpback whale calves consider it one of their favorite dishes. Orcas often eat only their tongues. And he left the rest of the sacrifice, but why? Well, apparently it's very tasty, and by the way, the same thing happens with sharks. Orca whales only eat liver because it contains beneficial substances, or in short, sharks resemble vitamins for them. And as you know, we're going to talk about how orcas prey on different types of marine animals. Can't anyone stand up to them as long as they don't target sperm whales? Orca whales hunt females and young calves of this species, but stay away from males. The long and heavy tail of the sperm whale has the ability to deliver deadly blows. The exact power of such strikes is unknown. But the adult sperm whale weighs about 90 tons, which is equivalent to about 10 school buses. Sperm whales are violent and smarter than most other whales. But in reality, not that smart as it seems, they only have their tails. Another predator that can fight orca whales is the great white shark. Orcas are real enemies of large white sharks, and if the shark can bite first, the sharp teeth can pierce the thick skin. I think white sharks can win this battle if they attack first. If not, a special fishing strategy will be introduced. And as El mentioned before, the killer whale pushes the shark up with its wide tail. Then he shocks him, and then the killer whale turns the prey on its back as if it has some biological knowledge about sharks, where the victim is paralyzed. Who can beat orca whales? Are crocodiles, but they're just part of orcas whales' menu? Sea crocodiles have incredible biting power and thick skin that no killer whale will pierce. But the jaws don't open wide enough to bite anything that threatens them. As El said before, orcas have many good fishing techniques that they use well depending on their prey. But one of these techniques in particular will shock you. Seals often come out of the water on the floating ice to take a break. Nothing threatens them there, which means they can safely relax while swaying on the waves. Orca whales are too heavy to climb on ice rafts to eat seals. But they can summon their brothers lining up and many predators. They accelerate and then stop right in front of the ice floe. So it creates a big wave that drops the seals away, and all the orca whales have to do is catch them in the water. There's nothing hard here, they do it all the time. Sometimes the prey can climb back to the surface of the ice, and then the attack of huge waves is repeated again. No one's in a hurry here. So far, we've discovered that orca whales are predators, intelligent and merciless. In addition to their other qualities, orcas are famous for their rather strange cheerfulness. Look at this, instead of eating small seals you used it like a hate. Sometimes this is some of the practice to maintain their fighting skills. And sometimes the game remains just a game. Orcas kill because they get bored, and by the way, it is not only the seals that suffer. Sometimes it can be stinging flagfish, turtles, or even penguins. Orca whales enjoy eating penguins, unlike other feathery birds. These birds can't fly away, so they have to look for shelter elsewhere. And it's good to have a human being around, but the boat doesn't provide good protection. Moreover, it won't save you. Because if orcas decide to eat an animal, they will reach their target. For example, those seals that go out to the beach look like a winner. But what are you going to call this method of fishing? Orcas jump ashore to grab their dinner and he escapes. As if there are not enough other prey in the sea. But sometimes this game can turn into a big problem for orcas. You can find a large number of videos of these predators who were swept away by hunting and stuck on the beach. Yes, that's right, they've been trapped, and in such a situation orcas have only two options for salvation, which is to get help from people. Or wait for the tide to return to the sea. Of course no one will drag a huge animal weighing 3 to 5 tons into the water.